Here, I don't have this verse up, but some of you recall James chapter 1. And he says this, consider it all joy when you what? Have what? Various troubles. When life is difficult in numerous ways, which it is, because it doesn't always come one at a time. Sometimes it comes 3 or 4 at a time. We could handle the one, right? We could handle the one, but when it's 2 and 3, we're going, man, I don't know. This is going to cause me. He says, consider it joyful when you encounter various hardships. Now that just sounds nuts, doesn't it? A lot of the Bible just sounds, are you kidding me? How can I do that? Well, it goes on to tell you. Not for the trouble itself, but what the trouble can produce if you're in unison with God. Watch God take your troubles, your hardships, and make something redemptive of them. That's what he's always up to. So it's not that, it's what is God doing? Hey, it's okay to be a problem solver. And if it can go away and we pray it away, fine. But if it hangs around there, or this one looks like it has some staying power. Or this one may be around like the rest of my life. How can there still be joy in the midst of that stuff? You say, well, Rick, that's easier said than done. Everything's easier said than done. But get it done. Don't end with, well, easier said than done, like, what do you expect? I go, easier said than done, but God says what? Get it done. He doesn't say try your hardest, because when you try your hardest, it's still not done. Well, maybe you need to figure out what's going on where it's not really happening. There are some things that get in the way of the fruit of the Spirit being produced in you. I'm sure there's more than this, but I'll highlight a few. One thing is fear. A lot of folks are controlled by fear, so they don't live in courage. If you're controlled by fear, fear dictates the decisions you make. You will not have much of the fruit. Another one is anger. A lot of angry folks hanging around these days, and they seem to somehow be able to justify it biblically. I hope to one day talk and not justify that. A lot of folks are mad and they don't know how else to be, or they kind of like being mad. It kind of helps them to be powerful, maybe get their way or get people scared so they back down. And so anger works for me, and I don't know how to live without it. And let's get past that, because anger works against you having peace in your soul. And then there's something called shame. Shame is very, 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 very powerful. And we need to address that in our lives, because we all carry some shame with us that probably hasn't been fully processed yet. And the fourth one I'm thinking of now is this whole thing called pride. Sometimes I ask the question, how does pride come up in your life? And what do you want to do about it? Of course, the opposite of pride is humility. And that's what we're really trying to get after. So the fruit of the Spirit is made manifest within us.